Speaking of musicians, the 40th anniversary, does that sound right? When Howard Cosell on Monday Night Football announced the death of John Lennon, and this is how it sounded on ABC.
I don't care what's on the line, Howard. You have got to say what we know in the booth.
Yes, we have to say it. Remember, this is just a football game, no matter who wins or loses. An unspeakable tragedy confirmed to us by ABC News in New York City. John Lennon, outside of his apartment building on the west side of New York City, the most famous perhaps of all of the Beatles, shot twice in the back, rushed to Roosevelt Hospital, dead on arrival.
Frank Gifford, the former football player, was the play-by-play voice of Monday Night Football, and he is saying to Howard Cosell, no, we have to do this. And Howard is thinking maybe you have somebody from the news desk and you break into programming or you go to them with this special report. And Howard Cosell at the time was as big, if not bigger, than any other TV personality. And, you know, at the time, you know, there's no CNN, there's no 24-hour news. And the fact that you had Howard Cosell delivering that news on Monday night, and I think Howard at the time during the commercial break was saying, the game is too close. And Howard, I think, eventually realized the magnitude of John Lennon being shot, that this wasn't about a football game. This was about something larger than that. But Monday Night Football and the importance of Monday Night Football and Howard Cosell, that it didn't seem out of the ordinary, at least for me, as I'm watching the game, that John Lennon had just been shot and that Howard Cosell was telling me that John Lennon had just been shot. But the fact that you had Frank Gifford saying, no, you have to do it. And I think Howard is saying with his news judgment, maybe we should have Peter Jennings or somebody else from the ABC News desk with this, or if there was more information. At the time, there wasn't more information. And then once Monday night ended, and then, you know, the news programs took over. But back then, you know, you didn't have that ability. If you had CNN, it was in the embryonic stages, I'm guessing. But, you know, you were still looking at ABC, NBC, and CBS for your news back then. But that was 40 years ago tonight that John Lennon was murdered outside of his apartment building, the Dakota. And John Madden lived there. I don't know if John still has a place there, but, you know, Yoko still lives there, but John Madden had a place in the Dakota. And it's right off of Central Park. And as you go outside the Dakota, and beautiful apartment building, and you go down into the park, and there's strawberry fields that Yoko had set up. So right off the exit, as you're coming out of the park, there's the memorial, the tribute to Strawberry Fields.